A very good afternoon. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. In a thrilling final, Harmanpreet Kaur's India women's team won their maiden ICC Women's ODI World Cup, defeating South Africa by 52 runs. Batting first, India piled up 298 for 7 in 50 overs. Shafali Verma blazed 87 of 84 balls, while Harmanpreet and Smriti Mandhana provided the much-needed crucial stability. South Africa fought back with Laura Woldart's classy 76, but Deepti Sharma spun a web, taking 5 for 39, her best in a World Cup final, to bowl them out for 246 in 45.3 overs. The journey was tough. 3 group stage losses, but India roared back. They beat New Zealand via DLS and then stunned the defending champions Australia in the semis with the highest successful chase in women's ODI history of 339. Deepti Sharma was named player of the tournament for her all-round brilliance. India pocketed $4.48 million, the richest prize in women's history, cricket's history. Tears, hugs and history. PM Modi called it a spectacular win. Fans chanted "Chak De India" across the nation. Clearly a very historic and significant day for Team India, a watershed moment in the history of women's cricket, because this is the first time that they are currently holding that gold trophy. Joining me on the phone line is my colleague Yash Ahuja. Yash, we have been discussing how stellar performances from the entire team actually proved to be useful, and then we came up with that trophy last night.
Yes, Shivani. As you know, we will be soon joined by Madan Lal, 1983 World Cup winner. And speaking about so visuals on your screen, on your left-hand side is Kapil Dev lifting the 1983 World Cup win, and on your right side is Harmanpreet Kaur's India lifting the 2025 World Cup win. Now, there are some eerie similarities between what India achieved in 1983 and what India achieved in 2025. So let's take it one by one until Mr. Lal joins us. In 1983, no one gave Kapil Dev's India a chance. The tournament favourites were the West Indies, and yet India delivered one of the sport's greatest upsets, claiming the trophy at Lord's. Fast forward to 2025, India women entered the tournament with questions hanging over their performances in the ICC tournament. What seemed improbable became probable, and we won the World Cup. Another eerie similarity is lose to the champions early. The narrative symmetry here is remarkable. In 1983, India lost to West Indies by 66 runs at the Oval during the group stage before stunning them in the final. In 2025, India fell to the defending champions Australia in a nail-biter in Visakhapatnam, a 3-wicket defeat with just 1 over remaining, only to demolish those same Australians in the semi-finals. Talking about it more, one innings that changed everything. This is a very iconic moment that is on your screens right now. This is what I'm talking about. These are the eerie similarities. In 1983, Kapil Dev took the last winning catch. In 2025, Harmanpreet Kaur took the last winning catch, both being captains of the same team. As I can see, we have been joined by Mr. Madan Lal, who is a 1983 World Cup winner. So, over to you, Shivani.
Absolutely. So, as my colleague pointed out, Madan Lal, the 1983 World Cup winner, is live on the broadcast with us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Appreciate your time. First of all, congratulations from a fellow Indian. Historic moments, stellar performances, and star performers over there. But being a World Cup winner yourself, how important is this watershed moment, sir?
I think the winning of the World Cup was very, very important for the Indian women cricket team, because from here their cricket will grow. because winning is everything in life, because there is a millions of girls will join playing cricket. So I think Indian women cricket team has done a great job. My congratulations to them, and they played a good cricket also. I know they had a rough time between the World Cup, but that's happened, and that make you mentally tough when you lose won only 3 games, and then you are suddenly playing against the best of the best team, Australia, and then you win that game, and after that you come to the final. That all these things makes you mentally very very tough. Then you have that belief that you can do it, And final is an anybody game, And hats off to all the girls, those who have performed. And as a team, I think they have performed very well, because this is such a big tournament. You cannot win with 1 or 2 players. It has to perform, together. And like people like and the girls like Deepti, Sharma, class act, getting 5 wickets and getting 58 runs. Then Shafali, getting 87 runs. Harmanpreet led aside very well, and in the semi-final, Jemima, and they had a big partnership. So overall, if we look at the picture, they as a team they clicked, And I always believe कि जो बॉलर जो है ना आपको मैचेस जिताते हैं, बड़ी टूर्नामेंट जो है बॉलर ही जिताते हैं, चाहे आप जितना मर्जी टोटल कर लीजिए, but end of the day, they have to get the wickets, the total which you have scored. So congratulations, and we are all proud of them. And I must say that looking at on the television, I was really happy. They really enjoyed the victory.
Absolutely, sir. I think you have made some pertinent points. We need to remember how the entire team actually contributed to that victory, and we have been seeing stellar performances from all the players over there, and they have proven to be multi-dimensional players, because they are good in batting, they're good in fielding, they're good with the ball, and that's what we've been seeing throughout this entire tournament. But as a 1983 World Cup winner, there have been some very, eerie similarities between both these wins, and it's evoking 4 decades of memories for all the cricket fans over here. We saw that catch that Kapil Dev actually took, which changed that entire match. In fact, you were the person who was putting out that ball, and that entirely changed because you were against Viv Richards, and Kapil Dev got that catch, and it entirely changed the mood of the game. And over here we saw Harmanpreet also taking that last catch, and she also pocketed that ball just like Kapil Dev did. So a very fair similarity is coming to the fore, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Like the last catch, Harmanpreet, which she took, I think she deserved to put the ball on the pocket, because this is a memories, and you have a memento with you. And later part of your life, when you're 10 years, 15 years time, that ball will be put it in his own home, and she will be keep remember that this is the ball where I took the last catch. Same thing with the Kapil Dev. He took a wonderful catch, and there's going to be a lot of similarity, because it's a cricket. There's going to be moment where you always going to cherish. The whole India is enjoying the victory. I think something has to happen for the country. It's all about the country. It's all about the team. It's not about the individual. Look at the how many people got the enjoyment of yesterday game. And like person like me, I hardly watch the 2 or 3 games, the women's games. I watched Australian game. I covered this game on the television. I covered the Australian game on the television, but it was really enjoying, looking at them, scoring runs, chasing the runs, was in such a wonderful way, and other things, like yesterday there was a lot of pressure. South African was doing quite well, when they were chasing, Laura, they got another 100, So they also given a good fight to the Indians. It was not an easy victory, but maybe people say it's a 53 run, but it was not easy. But they have to struggle each and every ball, and that's the only way that you can win the World Cup.
Absolutely, sir. And like we've already mentioned, India also were not the probable favorites to lift this cup. Even in 1983, India were the underdogs. And again, we have time and again proven how metal actually, we can lift the gold. And I just want your opinion on this. This was, in fact, the third final for the women in blue. They had heartbreaks earlier, but this was finally where they're shown. So your comments on that, sir?
See, victory never comes easily, mind you. You can lose the game day in, day out, but victory is very, very hard to get. And then for a victory, you have to work very, very hard, smart work. And, all this thing has to be, put it in the right place. And the particular day, it's very, very important. Yesterday, our team was not underdog. South African was underdog. Against Australia, our team was underdog. But it Australia got under pressure. But yesterday, Indian women's teams never got into the pressure. A couple of times they got into the pressure, but still they managed them well. I always say, when you control the game, when you manage the game, and you control the emotions and the pressure, then you're going to be champion. Someone has to come and say, okay, right, I'm there to get the wickets and get the run. That's very, very important. You stand out. Because look at Shafali, in the whole World Cup, she missed it, but last two games, she become a hero. Jemima become a hero. And other, Deepti, no one talks about the Deepti. I think she's the best all-rounder I've seen in a woman cricket. Such the way she hits the ball and the way she has a beautiful bowling action. All these things, Harmanpreet Kaur, all these, Smriti Mandhana, sorry, because I have to mention that, because she always got runs, in the beginning. So overall picture, if you look at it, I think amazing, they will remember, 83, now we realize sometime that we have won the World Cup. Abhi nahi pata lagega itna, because you are in a moment, आप आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, सब, आपकी साधना. But आजकल तो different thing है, because media and other things, lot of things are happening. But those days, later part of your life, you can see, we have done something good,
I'm glad you mentioned that, sir, because I want to understand, after that 1983 World Cup, a lot changed for Indian cricket per se. And as you were mentioning, even as cricket fans, we hardly catch matches of, women's cricket live. But that day when we defeated Australia, when Jemima actually scored that ton, everyone was glued to their screens. It became a sensation overnight, and a lot changed for women's cricket as well. So please take us through what actually happens, because for a sport, you need to first prove it to be commercially viable. That's that's how it goes in this world. But here we are seeing that grit, determination, and hard work finally paying off, and these girls are proving it to the world.
Yeah, definitely. The difference is going to make. All the credit goes to the BCCI. I must say that. They have organized women cricket like anything. All the states has a women's teams, and I've seen some of the girls are very, very talented. The standard will grow. They will play more matches. They will tour foreign country more. And all these things will be happening because you had to stay there, number one. When we won 83, then after that, 26 years taken to win the next World Cup. Make sure that you organize yourself. Now, we are very well organized. We have the best of the facilities, best of the cricket going on. So when you have the system in a right place, then these things are going to be happen, And definitely, when against Australia, I watched the full game. And the way Harmanpreet Kaur and Jemima had a big partnership, I enjoyed it because they didn't panic. That is what sports all about. Under pressure, you don't panic. Once you panic, like chasing is such a big total, 338, you do get sometimes panic because it's a big total. But they played in such a mature manner. Hats off to them, because the Australian team was a very, very good team. They were the favorite. But under pressure, they crashed. But our team done the right thing, calm and quiet, and chased that total. And there is cricket is the only sport, I can say that, where the whole country, join, because it's a long, yesterday was a Sunday. People were sitting at home watching the game, wishing them luck. So all these things, you will see that a lot of girls will play cricket. Millions of girls will join cricket, But only thing is, we have to see that the talented kids are coming in front, this game has become so much commercialization has come. But the thing is, sometimes people think, oh, we can do it. We can give try to put our person in the selection committee, or get some some kids selected. But that is where you have to make sure that nobody comes in unless you deserve that place, in the top of the team, That's I believe, because otherwise what will happen within, all right, 1, 2, 3 years down the line, you will come down immediately. But if you maintain the standard and be honest and select the right team, has the best system going, you will not have a problem. You will be like Australia winning a World Cup day whenever it's happened.
Absolutely, sir. I think even for this, from the selection point of view, when we picked up Shafali Verma, this was a story of second chances. She actually proved her mettle when she was allowed to actually come and play. She scored that 87, then she pocketed 2 wickets as well. I want to understand, going forward, where does this win actually take women's cricket? Because we have been seeing the girls have been proving themselves in all forms, from fitness to fielding to tactical awareness. These are multi-dimensional players. So going forward, where do you see women's cricket heading?
I think they're heading towards a very good time, like they're going to improve from here, because there will be a lot of kids playing cricket. And other thing, which we have to focus on in a pace bowling, like pace department, you have to be very, very serious. We need a couple of bowlers, who can bowl between the 135. The time will come, they will get it, And then they have to see to it that they are physically very, very fit. Their arms are very good, they can throw the ball, from the body line to the wicket keeper. All these things matters, look at the, like people not talk about the fielding, But, even yesterday, South Africa missed a couple of chances, very crucial chances. But, you have to work on these small things, But batting skill, bowling skill is always going to be there. But the part which you are not doing very well, that the part you have to look after, like a physical strength and physical fitness and fielding part of it, and honesty. Like if you are honest to yourself, then I think you have no problem in life.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast there. A historic win, but also lessons to be learned. Thank you so much.